Hi, and welcome to Little Slice on Paradise. My name is Jessica, and I am a knitter, and I'm taking you along on my journey as I have a small business selling hand-knit merino beanies. And this week we had a small craft fair at the local Elks Club, and I thought I would bring you guys along as I got ready for it and then went to the market or the festival. Yeah, and you can see just what a week in my life looks like as a small business knitting market vendor. So I am so glad you're here, and I would love to hear from you. If you liked this video, I would love if you gave it a like and a subscribe. I think we have 12 subscribers, which is super exciting to me because the knitting community or the knitting market community is such a small niche. But I'm glad you're here. I hope you stick around and see how we did at our little Elks Club Fall Festival. So thanks for watching. Let's get into it.
Hi, little friend. Look how close he is.
So tomorrow I have a fall festival at the local Elks Club, and it's an inside setup, and I have an 8-foot space. So I still haven't unloaded our big bus from doing the Lafayette craft fair. Usually I just keep all this stuff in here, and then I pull it out when I do my mock setup and then put it right back. That way it's not taking up space in my garage. But because we don't have a 10 by 10 booth and we just have a 8-foot spot, I think I can only take my 6-foot table. So that way I have room to walk around the side of it. So I'm going to set up my table. I'm going to pull out all my crates, and then we'll see how many can fit on one 6-foot table. And then that will determine what I'm taking to the fair or the festival tomorrow. And then we will go from there. So I'm gonna get this all unloaded now, and we will see what we're looking at for tomorrow. Okay, ignore the tree trimmers in the background. We are having some eucalyptuses trimmed, so they are working on that. But I thought I would show you the beanies that I knit this week. So my goal was to knit 5 beanies every day. That did not happen. I made 14 ghosts. So, oh shoot, I need to put them out on the table. So those took like a day to do. Monday I took off because I was so tired from the weekend, and then it's Friday now. So I should have a lot more beanies, but that's okay. This is what I got done this week. So let me show you, and then I'm gonna add them back into our pile. So I made a green one with no pom-pom. People were pretty 50-50 on if they wanted poms or no poms. So I thought this green one is kind of, it could also be a masculine color. So I thought I would leave the pom off in case any gentleman wanted this one. Then I had sold this blue one at Lafayette. And so I only had a kit to make another, I only had the matching pom-pom and this Matisse blue to make one more. So this is the last one like this that I have. So I did that one. I did this one, which is just one of my favorites. It reminds me of like river rocks and all the different colors. but that one has a palm. And then I did this blue one with no palm, again, because I figured it could be masculine or feminine. And I didn't do this one this week, but I already have this one with the palm. So now there's 2 different options. And okay, this is a good example. This is the same colorway, but see how this one is a lot lighter and this one is a lot darker? It's because this yarn is hand dyed in small batches. And so even though it is the same colorway, it's slightly different. Okay, so the pom-pom one I already had. This is the one I knit this week. And then I knit this green one with a pom. And then last but not least, I knit a black merino with no pom. Now, I can also always add poms on top. That's pretty easy to do. But I thought it would be a good display to have it without the pom. So that is what I knit this week. So far, I'm working on a yellow hat now inside, but obviously had to stop to come out here and do this table. So I'm gonna add those to the pile of hats that we're displaying. And yeah, all right, I'm gonna get back to it. Someone is watching us set up on the driveway and is not happy about being left alone in the house. Kitty, kitty. Hi, kitty, kitty. Okay, I thought I would show you what I'm thinking for tomorrow. I'm not sure yet, but I really would like to get rid of all these acrylic beanies. There's nothing wrong with them. I'm not knitting them anymore. And I'm trying to transition completely over to these merino hats. And so I'm thinking, since tomorrow is at the local Elks Club, I'm going to take mostly acrylic stuff just to try to move it. And then I will take merino beanies, but all of the pumpkin hats that I'm going to take all of these acrylic ones that I had made. And then the candy corns are acrylic. There's apples that are made with the acrylic. So they're still super cute, but, oh, these need tags. Oops. Okay, those 2 need tags. Well, okay, the rest are good. The apples need tags. So I think I'll do it this way. I'll have like the fall pumpkin, candy corn, apples, the acrylic baby hats in here. Up here we have the gnomes. I do need to make some more of those because I sold, I think 3 or 4 at the last craft fair. We have our wool hat on the gentleman's head. I'm going to pick out some more merino beanies. I might put these pumpkins like in here. So I'm not putting out all my pumpkin stuff because in 3 weeks I have my huge pumpkin festival that I'm trying to save my pumpkin stuff for so that I have enough. So I'm going to take some pumpkin stuff just because it's a lower price point. Like those pumpkins in the crate are $15. The acrylic pumpkin hats in there are $30 for the babies, whereas my merinos are $40. And I'm thinking I can probably sell the more expensive ones at the pumpkin festival. I have a few more of these little pumpkins that I had knit just with leftover like acrylic colorful yarn. So I might take these just to see if I can sell them. I actually sold those pretty well at this past weekend's craft fair. So we'll see how they do tomorrow. But then I'm pulling out all of my acrylic beanies to sell. There's quite a wide variety. So there are some that have the Dada or the Mama labels. And then like, this is the kids. Okay, hold on. These 2 down here are baby sizes. And then this crate is like the child sizes. And then the adult sizes. Now, with the adult sizes, my 7-year-old and my 5-year-old fit in the adult sizes. They're super stretchy and you could just fold the brim up higher if it's too long, if that makes sense. So I didn't make a ton of the child sizes because I feel like once the kids get big enough, they can fit in the adults. But this crate here is the child sizes. I'll show you the comparison. You can see how it's hold on, quite a bit smaller than the adult hat. So, oh, what I was saying is there's a wide variety of acrylic hats. So we have the ones with the labels here. We have ones just with my standard label. Now, okay, let me talk about labels for a second. First, when I first started knitting, I had these ones here. And it just says Little Slice on Paradise, but the other side is blank. And these were not bad. When you fold it over, when you fold it over like that, you don't see I can't do this with one hand. You don't see any branding, but it just looks fine. It's blank. Okay. Then I ordered these ones thinking this would solve my problem, but look what happened with these ones. I wasn't thinking when I ordered them, or maybe it wasn't an option. I don't know. If you fold these, if you were to fold this one over, let's see if I can do it one-handed. Look what happens now. Now the words are upside down. So I don't like these at all. Then I graduated. Okay, this is like the journey of my my trials and fails and all that. Okay, so these ones, Little Slice on Paradise, but when you flip this one over, it's right side up. So these are the ones you want to get. If I was to hold it flat, the words would be the same, going the same direction, because that way when you flip it up, it's also correct. So you could put these on either way. Whereas these ones, the words were flipped, and I thought that's how it needed to be, so that when I flip this up, this would be right, but it's not at all. So, if I was still selling these, I might go back and take off these tags and put the flippable ones, but I think people don't really care enough. And I would be afraid to ruin the hat by cutting this off and trying to sew it back on. Most of the ones that I have flipped, I have these big patches. So I didn't even put these ones on the flipped hats because I realized they were upside down. Or I have these original ones where it's just plain on the other side. So something to take note of if you are ordering tags for knit beanies. Okay, so all that was to say, I have a wide variety of these acrylic hats. I have a bunch of pom-pom ones. I have no pom ones. I have ones that are extra long that can be folded, like look how long that brim is, that can be folded over, more like a Watchman style cap. This one, you could have it folded over just a little bit and still pretty slouchy. So there's a good variety of acrylics. And I think if people are looking for hats, they can find something that they like here. I will, like I said, also have the merino beanies, but I'm going to try to move these acrylic ones just to transition out of them. So that's where we're at right now. Let me step back and show you what the booth is looking like. So I'm going to put some examples on my mannequin heads. This is my 6-foot table. I also messaged the coordinator to ask if the space said 8 foot, but I'm not sure if there's space in between the booths to walk. Like if I bring an 8-foot table, am I okay? Or do I need to bring this 6-foot table so that I have, 2 feet to walk in between tables? When we do the 10 by 10 canopies, they are right next to our neighbors. So then I can only use an 8-foot table if I want to be able to come out from behind the booth. So I messaged her. This is their first time doing this fall festival. And so I think they're figuring things out as well. So yeah, hopefully it'll be fun. And I'm hoping she gives me an answer, because if I could bring my 8-foot table, that would add, an extra 2 feet where I could put product out. So I will let you guys know if I hear from her. If not, I'm just going to bring the 6-foot table and we will call it good. I think there's plenty of product here and I will be happy with whatever sells. So that's where we are. I will update you guys again once I have it completely nailed down. Look how pretty these are. These bright, vibrant colors. Kind of in a rainbow. I love it. They make me so happy. I just thought I'd share. All right, I think we have a winner. Let's show you. Here we have the merino beanies, the pumpkins, the gnomes, hats on display. We have the little carousel with the hair ties, business cards, our little fall pumpkin patch, all of the random acrylic baby beanies. Then we have the chunky acrylic adult hats, the acrylic adult hats with no pom-poms, the acrylic adult hats with pom-poms. Then up here we have the child sizes, and then we have our adopted ghosts. I still need to put the labels on them, but I have all of their adoption certificates, and I wrote all the labels. I just need to tie them on. I'm thinking, since you can't see the ghosts very well, that I will also like put some out here, you know, like this, so people can see what they are, and then they could pick one out of the basket. I have more upstairs. I just brought these to see how I like them, but I think that'll work. So now I'm gonna pack it all back up and put it in the bus for tomorrow. All right, we are all packed for tomorrow. So I thought I would show you. I have my table. I'm gonna bring my mirror just in case. Since I'm bringing the 6-foot table, because I haven't heard back from the organizer, I will have 2 feet to like as a walkthrough, so I can put the mirror there, and then the mirror is really easy to move if I need to walk back and forth. So I have my bag of product. This is my bag of heads and my extra product that's I'm not going to put out unless it sells. My fire extinguisher, my box of bags, my bar stool, and then my crates. So my kids are not coming with me tomorrow. They're going to stay at my parents' house since it's just a little local 5-hour show. Look, and apparently there's a kitty cat. So I don't have to bring stuff to entertain them, and I don't want to jinx myself, but I think it's going to be really fun and easy tomorrow. So this is what the big bus looks like, all packed up. Now I got to get the cat out of there. Good morning. It is not quite 7 o'clock on Saturday, the 27th of September, and I am downstairs in my craft room. I get up at 6. Well, by the time I get out of bed, it's like 6:15, or get down here. But I have my morning power hour, and that is something I started maybe a month or 2 ago, and I've been absolutely loving it. So I come down here. The house is quiet. Usually I do have a kid or 2 with me. I bring my coffee and I read my Bible and work on my business for an hour. And the kids just know that I'm having my power hour. And if they come down and join me, they can do that and we can snuggle for a minute, but then they're going to have to be quiet. Or they can go upstairs and play. But usually both of them end up down here before my power hour's over. So I am watching some small business YouTube shows, episodes, I don't know what you call them. And I am knitting now that my Bible reading is done, and trying to learn about the business part of having a small business. Or I will work on like my email list or just whatever needs to be done. But today is craft fair day, and so I'm down here and I have about 15 minutes left of my power hour, and then I'm going to go upstairs and I got to get showered and do the last minute ironing of my banner to take to the craft fair. And yeah, I will try to take you guys along today, but we will see how it goes because I'm on my own again today. So I'm going to finish up my power hour, get some more knitting done, and then we're going to get ready for today's craft fair. All right. Okay, before I go upstairs, I thought I would show you what I'm going to take to the market to knit on in case it's slow. So the market's from 2 to 7, so 5 hours. It takes me about an hour to knit a hat. So I'm bringing 5 hats worth of yarn. So I'm taking blue, yellow, orange, this hat that I'm working on now, which is like a chocolate color. And then I'm also taking orange and green to make some more pumpkin hats. So that's what we will be working on today if it's slow. It is so slow and small. There's like maybe 8 vendors. It's 5 o'clock and everybody's leaving 2 hours early. There's like 4 of us left. It's so dead. All right, it is about 5:45. The market was supposed to go till 7, but it is completely dead. Like nobody is coming in at all. So they said we could pack up. So, excuse me, a lot of people left it. Well, not a lot. There was only like 8 vendors there. Probably half of us left at like 5, and then I stayed till like 5:30 and then started packing up. So it was good. Sorry, my allergies are crazy. It only cost $50 for the space. They provided the table, and I made a total of $360. Well, I sold $360 worth of items. So minus the $50 booth fee, that's about $310. Not too bad for a Saturday afternoon. Now, sorry, I'm going to go home, go to my parents' house and celebrate my dad's birthday and enjoy the extra hour because I thought I was going to have to sit there until 7. So, thank you so much for coming along on this very slow market, but still worth it and still a profit, and I will take it. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye. All the tourists. That's a full train. All right, now let's go home.